Let's use this simple two-bar model to demonstrate separating contact with friction in SimSolid Cloud. Here we just have two simple bars with one interface between them, and we will apply a couple different loads to the top and to the sides and see how the separating contact reacts. In this case, the connection is originally defined as bonded by default, but we'll change that after we create our two subcases. Let's go right in and create the first of our two subcases as structural, and we want to select a nonlinear and separating contact in this case. For the constraint, we'll simply just lock with a movable on the bottom face of the lower bar. And then on the top of the upper bar, we will apply a uniform force of 2 newtons in the negative z direction. And for this subcase, we'll add one more load on the end of the upper bar in the opposite direction of our original force at 1 newton. And to create the other subcase, we'll just go ahead and right-click, copy this one. And the only edit we'll make is just to decrease that end load a little bit to 0.9 newtons, 0.9 newtons. Great. And then to change the contact to separating, we'll just right-click on it in the browser, say Edit Default Contact Condition, and change that to separating with a friction coefficient of 0.15. We're ready to go. We'll select Solve and solve both subcases. And the first subcase will see that the displacement is rigid, kind of hinged around the other load, the other end where the load is not applied, as to be expected because we applied a 1 Newton load, which perfectly balances the load on one end from our 2 newtons down. Now, if we look at subcase 2, where we decrease the load to 0.9, the separation still occurs, but does not occur all the way across the beam, and we get a beam in bending as we see in the stress result, and the magnitude of the reaction force is 1.1 as opposed to 1.